What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and it's time for a fact check. I'm going to be putting links to all these articles in the description below because I've recently had people on Instagram messaging me, asking me, Steve, are we going to be getting a fourth federal level stimulus check of $7,000 on August 19th? To which I got to let them know, no, that is false. We do not have any information from Congress on a fourth federal level stimulus check of $7,000. And you guys, I'm gonna get you caught up on the latest in this video regarding everything that we know so far about a fourth federal level stimulus check, the proposals that have been placed on the table to be included in that $3.5 trillion stimulus package that we're gonna be seeing the second portion of the infrastructure bill. But you guys, I'm gonna let you know what's happening so you have no doubt as to where things stand as of today, August 16th, 2021. And yes, I am doing this video from a hotel because unfortunately last night, one of our nearby neighborhoods, they had a gas leak or some sort of chemical leak from a plant nearby. And apparently it wasn't harmful, but it still smelled really bad. So we just had to get out of town. So I'm coming to you today from Sugar Land, Texas, and still giving you an update. So if you appreciate that, smash that like button. Also, leave your comments down below and share this out if you think it's gonna help out other people. Also, if this is your first time here and you wanna stay up to date on all this stuff, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and I'll keep you up to date on everything that's happening with stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment, anything having to do with money. And if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. That is by far the best way to get a hold of me if you got any specific questions. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive into these articles so I can get you caught up on the latest of the truth and the false of the stimulus checks. All right, you guys, so first up, link in the description below to this article that's going to be debunking this rumor that's been going around about this fourth federal level $7,000 stimulus check. Now, the article says, stimulus update, no, you aren't getting a fourth stimulus check of $7,000 on August 19th, even though I'm pretty sure everybody would think that would be pretty nice. Now, the article says there have been 3 rounds of stimulus payments since the start of the pandemic. However, neither the White House nor Congress has officially approved a fourth stimulus round of direct relief as of right now, you guys. As we know, we could see provisions slipped into the stimulus package in the last minute. We've seen that before with the second stimulus check where it was literally brought in before it was days signed into law. Now it says that has not kept, though, the rumors from flying around the internet about a fourth check being distributed by the federal government, specifically a new check of $7,000 to be delivered on August 19th. Now, Google's recent daily reports of trending terms has shown big spikes in internet searches for phrases such as $7,000 stimulus checks August 19th. Now, a false report in the U.S. Sun claimed that a new payment will arrive in Americans' bank accounts on August 19th from the IRS. Now, to repeat, the rumors on the internet are not true. You're not going to be getting a fourth federal level stimulus check, you guys. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time we've seen this. As you guys know that follow me here on the channel, we saw this last month, the same thing. Take a look at this link in the description below. Stimulus update, is there a fourth stimulus check for $2,500 coming on July 30th? And again, you guys, unfortunately, this one was a prank that got a lot of people excited. It was not true. Now, I'm going to be getting you guys caught up on what is true right now, what proposals are on the table, what we're hearing from Congress and other leaders that are letting us know what they think should be done about a fourth federal level stimulus check. All right, you guys, so here's the first suggestion that we've recently seen on Twitter. This one is from Andrew Yang, and as you guys know that follow me here on the channel, I reported on this one as soon as it came out, and it says, I love a lot of what is being considered in the $3.5 trillion social infrastructure bill, but cash relief would be a bigger part of the bill. The $3.5 trillion is enough to give everyone in the country $10,000, which would solve a lot of problems. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What he's suggesting is taking the entire $3.5 trillion stimulus package and giving every single person in the country $10,000 per person. Just to clarify, if that's a household of 4, that's $40,000. And what they're saying is right now there's roughly about 330 million people in the United States. Multiply that by 10,000, what do you get? 3.3 trillion. So roughly the entire amount of the stimulus package. Now that's currently being proposed by Andrew Yang. Now in addition to that, we actually do have a new proposal that's been put on the table. We will see if it gets included in this or if it's going to be added in separately, but it says new monthly stimulus checks would pay adults up to $1,200 and $600 for children in Representative Ilhan Omar's proposal plan. And this, you guys, is for monthly reoccurring stimulus checks. That's right. Now the article says that Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, a Minnesota Democrat, is proposing a plan to provide a monthly stimulus payment of up to $1,200 for adults and $600 for children. So this one's pretty much going to be just like that first stimulus check we saw, except it's going to be happening every single month. And it says the sending unconditional payments to people overcoming resistance to triumph plan or support is designed to build a 21st century economy that is reflective of Americans' everyday needs, according to a press release. And it says, for too long we have prioritized endless growth while millions are homeless, hungry, or without health care. The pandemic has laid bare these inequalities, and we as a nation have the ability to make sure that everyone has their basic needs like food, housing, and health care met, you guys. Now, she's also proposing that this be done with a test pilot program in several cities around the nation over the course of like 7 years. And then after that's done, then they start it up for everybody indefinitely. Now, I know 7 years is quite a way out there, but what we're hearing is that if you're in one of these test pilot program cities, that you can start benefiting from this right away. Now, in addition to that, we currently also have a petition that's been going around the United States. Take a look at this. $2,000 a month stimulus check petition reaches 3 million signatures. So we now have 3 million people backing and supporting monthly reoccurring stimulus checks, you guys. Now, just to clarify though, 3 million is about 1% of the nation's population. So there's still a lot of support that could be added to that to try to push that petition. Now, in addition to that, we're not sure if we're going to be seeing more federal level stimulus checks, but we have received word that there will be more stimulus. This has been promised by President Joe Biden on a global scale. That's right. Take a look here. World leaders back Biden G7 call for more economic stimulus. And what we're hearing is that on a global scale, 7 of the top world leaders have promised that there will be more stimulus, promising each other so that way all currencies will be going through inflation effects together and nobody kind of gets left behind. Now, speaking of Joe Biden's stance on stimulus checks, take a look at this article. What we've last heard is that stimulus check update, Biden leaves the door open to a fourth payment. And what we're hearing is, take a look, White House says possible payments will be up to Congress. So the White House is taking a neutral stance on this. They're saying we want to take a look at what the House of Representatives and what the Senate has to say, and whatever those chambers decide to agree upon, we'll go ahead and roll with it. So if Congress wants to see another stimulus check, we'll support it. And if they don't, we'll support that as well. Now, with that being said, let's take a look where Congress currently stands. Now, these articles are a little bit older. This is the last we've heard on the stimulus checks from Congress, but we're going to be seeing if they try to slip it into this $3.5 trillion stimulus package right now. But this is back from May, where we saw that over 80 lawmakers now support further direct payments to Americans. Here's another one that says, meet the 28 lawmakers who want to make stimulus checks reoccurring in Biden's infrastructure plan, you guys. That's right, in this one right now. And that is members of the Senate. As you can see, we've got Bernie Sanders there, and he's been one of the main people pushing to get those reoccurring checks. Also, here are the proposals that have been put out, and we'll see if they get slipped into the package. Here's one. Senators Ed Markey and Elizabeth Warren pushed President Joe Biden for $2,000 monthly checks. Now, this proposal came out back in March 31st of 2021, so they have it available. This one came out from the Senate. Now, here's another one that came out from Rashida Tlaib and Pramila Jayapal in the House of Representatives, and this is the ABC Act, the Automatic Boost to Communities Act, which would propose that everybody in the country gets a $2,000 stimulus check, and then after that, a $1,000 stimulus check every single month until the end of the pandemic, and then also 1 year after the pandemic as well. So you guys, that's where things currently stand with a fourth federal level stimulus check. And as more information rolls out, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. And hopefully nobody got duped by that rumor going around about a $7,000 stimulus check, even though I think everybody would think that would be pretty nice. But you guys, like I said, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to take a second to just smash that like button if you appreciate these updates, even and when I'm at a hotel recording by the elevators. And also, don't forget, leave your comments down below. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. Also, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to stay up to date on all this stuff. Stimulus, Congress, the economy, unemployment. You can come join the Ram fam and I'll keep you up to date. And if you got any specific questions that you got for me that you want me to answer, be sure to shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. That is by far the best way to get a hold of me if you got any specific questions for me. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.